Hi, and welcome to another episode of Yomp TV, real life marketing examples from the front line. And today I'm in the boardroom to discuss a new product that we're launching, as well as to give you a bit more of an insight into why you should be using this product or a similar product about it. Now, what is the product? Well, the product in essence is call tracking. So that's tracking the amount of phone calls that you get into your business and understand that you have a different phone number for each different piece of marketing, and be able to record those for quality purposes and be able to train your staff and work through it. So that's the sort of general idea of where this product is. Now, let me just take you back about 5 years. I was working with Yomp. We just set it up as about 2 years into the business, and we had a big oil client, and they were spending over £100,000 a year on Yellow Pages books, the printed directory books. So we were talking to them and said, this is a massive amount of money that you're spending. You know, what do you know that works and what do you know that doesn't work? And they said, well, we don't really know. We just feel too scared to not advertise in those books in case we lose, you know, the amount of call volume we get. And it's the age-old conundrum that I know that half my marketing works, but I don't know which half. And that's where they were. So we introduced something called a call tracking number then. And at that point, it was just a basic phone number, and you would get, we got 16 different phone numbers, one for each book, and then we could work out which of the Yellow Pages books that they were spending money on were working and which books weren't working. We then took the budget the following year from the ones that weren't working. We made slightly bigger adverts in the ones that did work, but also then retained about a quarter, about 100k, developed a digital marketing structure, a campaign, a new website, email marketing, and then we put tracking numbers on that. So tracking number on their new website, tracking number on their email marketing, and then we'll be able to judge all those marketing channels against each other for lead volume and lead volume for those return on investment. So it was a way of proving the return on investment from their marketing. So from that, we've been developing these products to be able to offer some better services and wrap that up within a brand that we're calling the Yomp Smart-Number, which today we're launching, and I'm delighted to be able to do it because obviously, as you can tell, it's been a long time coming. So Yomp Smart-Numbers is basically a cloud-based area where you can go and log in and register different smartphone numbers for all the different marketing that you're doing. And you don't have to be doing it with Yomp, you can be doing it with other people. We're more than happy for you to use our software and do it there. But we can book the phone numbers for you. Now, those phone numbers can be non-geographic, so that'd be like 0845 numbers, or they can be local numbers. So for example, here it would be 01276, or if you're in London, 020, or if you were based here and you wanted to open up an office or a virtual office in Huddersfield, you could book a Huddersfield local phone number, you could advertise locally in Huddersfield, and then you could actually then make people think that you actually have a proper office there, and then divert those phone numbers back to here. So you can see how this works quite well for local SEO, local marketing, and creating little satellite offices to then get that sort of local marketing spend and bring it back to the main HQ office. So that's where it's gone from there. And then we've got two extra products that we've wrapped up within the Yomp Smart-Numbers. So the first one is the tracking. So to be able to tell you, you've had 20 phone calls this month from this marketing channel, you've had 25 phone calls from marketing channel B, and 30 phone calls from marketing channel C, and 0 from marketing channel E. So next month you drop marketing channel E and you put that budget into a different one. So that's the idea of the Yomp tracking numbers. We then have a call whispering service. So you bolt this on, and it's a call whispering service that if someone phones one of those different marketing channels' phone numbers, it will then whisper on the phone before the actual phone connects the person phoning you and your phone operator in your office. So it will say, phone call from Chertsey Yellow Pages advert, or phone call from your main website, and then connect and then go, hi, how you doing, X, Y, Z. And then that helps you guys keep a running sort of feel for what's happening. But also, if you've got different companies that you're actually working on, or different brands, like for example Yomp, we've got a Yomp Marketing, Yomp IT, we get a call whisper, it goes, Yomp IT phone call going, and then you can go, hi, Yomp IT, how can I help you? It means it feels better, so you can work those different brands or just get a general feel for it. So call whispering, call tracking, but also our final one, which is so good, and this is where we really wanted to pitch it, is the call recording that works in sync with the call whispering and the call tracking. And then the call recording allows you to go into the cloud-based software, see all the phone calls that you might have got for Monday. So let's say they got 20 phone calls for Monday. You've gone in there, you've seen your 20 phone calls, and you see that 5 of them are over 3 minutes long. So you go and have a listen to each one of those 5, and you've got 3 different people operating on the phones. You can then go in and train them on how they did in that sale, record it back to them, listen it back to them. You can then also attribute that lead as a sale, if it converts into a sale, or as someone actually trying to sell to you, so it was a dead lead. So you can actually say, instead of having 25 phone calls, which are leads, you got 25 phone calls, of which 5 of which you converted, because you listened to the call recording, you can see they're converted to sales. So you can go all the way down, have that 360-degree feedback upon, I spent £100 on that advert for a newspaper, it had a full tracker, I then know that I got 20 phone calls from that call, from that advert, of which 5 converted into a sale, and my average sale price is £1,000, and the advert costed me 500 quid, so I've got £5,000 for my £500, so this shows a return on investment. So hopefully you didn't get lost with all those numbers and everything. I was just struggling in my head there to get through, but no, honestly, it's all done for you in the cloud. You've got your own private login, it's all secure. Our guys help you book the numbers and give you some advice on it, and of course if you are working with Yomp, then we implement it all for you throughout your marketing to be able to show you the return on investment, which is so important in 2013 going forward. Because at the end of the day, you've got to look at every pound you spend and make sure that it sweats the asset and you get 10, 20, 30 pounds for every pound you spend on marketing. That's the idea. Smart-Numbers is the product. It's another real-life marketing example from the front line. Richard Woods signing off.